Alright, what is up guys? So now we're going to be working on the CRF50. So if you watched the last video, we left off, I had the thing wired, I had it running, but it's pretty much left at that. So the wiring, it's loose, it's not attached to anything. The coil needs to be mounted better so it doesn't keep sparking on me. The kill switch needs to be mounted, and on top of all that, I got a brand new carb for it because I'm pretty sure this one is undersized. It only runs on choke. I mean, I know I have no air filter on it, but it's really rough and it's definitely running very lean even on choke. I mean, I could try and move the needle a little bit, but I'm just gonna switch to carb. It's cheap. Hopefully it fixes it and we'll go from there. So first things first, I'm gonna wrap up this wiring so it's out of my way. I'm gonna zip tie it, try and make everything neat, and then I'll show you guys how this thing runs. Alright, so for now, this should be okay. I have everything zip tied out of the way. I'm going to make sure it runs, and I'm probably going to use up all the gas that's left in the carburetor, and then I'm going to get to taking this carburetor off. So let me kick this thing on. So if I wired this all correctly, it should still start. Yep. Alright, so it still works. The ignition system is good for now. I only gotta take this and just secure it up there, but that's no big deal at all, and put a little electrical tape here. So now I'm going to take the carburetor off and exchange it with this one I got off Amazon. So the whole kit comes with the lines and gaskets and carburetor. It's a little bit bigger, but the opening should be the same as this. So in theory it should run better. I'm about to find out. So let's get this old carburetor off. Alright, good riddance to this one. So there's a little bit of gas in it. Got to clean up the RTV for the new gasket. And also have to do something with the spring and needle because I don't know if you can see on the throttle, it's not working too well when it's inside the carburetor. Wow, it's very small. See if the camera can see. Look how small this opening is. Definitely this was a big restriction for air. Just mocking this up. No, it's too big.
Is it?
Yeah, this is too big. It won't fit. That's the problem. Turns out this is adjustable, and I'm gonna make this work. It's the last thing I do. So when you put this in an angle, the carburetor just, and I mean just clears. Like it just fits here, which is a huge relief because I was not about to make that carburetor work. That was a big mess. So now all I gotta do is put the throttle cable into this, bolt everything up. I'm gonna put a little bit of RTV between the intake and the head because I don't have a gasket for it that looks like it would work. Then I have the gasket for this little spacer, and it's hopefully it's going to solve my issue. Hopefully the bike runs how it should after this. If it doesn't, then I'm out of ideas. Hopefully it doesn't make it too rich. Then I won't have a fun time either. We'll see. So let me get to RTVing this and then assembling this whole thing, and then I'll worry about the throttle cable after. Okay, so I have the cart mounted, and as you can see from this side, zoom this camera out, it just fits. It's a little bit close to the exhaust, but I think as long as the air filter doesn't catch on fire, this should be fine. Hopefully I don't eat these words later. But with that done, now I'm going to put the throttle cable on, route that from the old one, and again this just clears, and hopefully you can fire this thing up. Hopefully it's going to go how it should this time. I'm going to mock it up for now. I'm not going to bolt anything in permanently, because who knows when it's going to come off again. This might go in. Yeah, I just gotta get a nut for it. Okay, it's been a little while. I buttoned up some more things with the wiring. Now, I'm gonna try and start this thing. Once again, there's no air filter, but not a big deal. Should still start. So. Needs a little bit of an adjustment, but it's already much better. Yeah, it does sound a lot better. Alright, now you have to put side covers on, air filter on, and adjust the chain. Number one, I gotta adjust that chain because...
You want to do that now?
Yeah, I have to adjust that chain. So I can't ride it without that. So that's next on the agenda. Loosen this nut a little bit, and push the whole thing forward a little bit. Alright, so chain is loose, exhaust is on there somewhat. Got my plastics. They're on. So I'm going to try and take this thing on its maiden voyage. However that goes. Now let's see what happens. Up a little bit. That didn't go very well. That was interesting. Sketchy. This thing is really sketchy. It likes popping wheelies. Alright, so as you can see, bike's running pretty good. Putting the bigger carb on it was the move, definitely. Turn it off with the kill switch, which works. So yeah, this thing runs really good. I'm really happy. The carb is a little rich, needs a little bit of adjustment, has to be leaned out just a hair. But other than that, really not worried about it. The chain's good. It's got good spark. Doesn't look like anything melted. The air filter, even though I don't like where it is, you know, it lasted. It didn't melt or anything, not yet at least. And I was riding it for a good, 20-30 minutes now. So that's it. I just gotta assemble the final plastics, put that cover back on, and the bike's good to go. Okay guys, so if you like what you saw, stay tuned for more. Got more videos coming, more bikes coming. I'm actually gonna go pick one up tonight. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what to do different. I'm all open to suggestions. So once again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate everyone watching, and see you in the next one.